Oh, did you see what your mom found in her?
We'll never know.
Wait. Such a cliffhanger. What is that?
A watermelon. And it's been ripped open by an animal.
Oh my god.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to What Was in Eric's Mom's Yard.
Hello, Color Online.
Next up, what was in Eric's mom's yard today?
That's more frightening than D&D.
Welcome to our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. We live stream our sessions Friday evenings. You can keep up with our adventures on YouTube, as well as catch weekly recaps on roguewatson.com. I'm Chris, your Dungeon Master, and I am joined by our awesome players. Eric playing Kazan, the half-elf warlock paladin. Hello, Eric.
Hello.
Heather playing Bryces, the tiefling sorcerer. Hello, Heather.
Hello, would you like some watermelon?
Not eating yard watermelon. Reese playing Tim, the Warforged cleric fighter. Hello, Reese.
We used to have coyotes that ate our cantaloupes in our garden.
Really? I don't want... That's also not good. Rochelle playing Corinne, the blue dragonborn sorcerer. Hello, Rochelle.
Well, we would have squirrels who would leave tomatoes all over our yard after taking one bite out of them.
Alright, now I need to go again because I don't have a fruit
It's
anecdote.
the
on my
crap out of me.
One Halloween, we had teenagers who...
I'm so angry.
One Halloween, we had teenagers who busted our pumpkins on our straw bale, and the straw bale caught on fire because they didn't put the candles out. And we went out to our... we straight up had like a straw like square set up, and there were pumpkins sitting on it with carved pumpkins with candles. And teenagers like broke the pumpkins, but didn't check to see if the candles were out, and the straw was just on fire.
Oh. That escalated
Oh,
quickly.
yes, on fire.
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
Exactly. Yep. Raymond, we assumed it was the teenagers because they came to our door and we didn't have candy, and then the straw was on fire and the pumpkins were broken, so we put two and two together. Yeah.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, that's exactly
Treat or burn your house
Treat or
down.
burn down.
That was the trick.
Yep. Raymond playing Halford the Halfling Ranger. Raymond may join us if he can. He is currently in San Francisco.
Ooh. It's in your time zone.
Yeah, he is.
City of Love.
Is it? Okay.
Streets filled with human feces. I just read that.
That is a thing. That is a thing that is happening there because we got Dolby.
Like a homeless population, or
Yeah, homeless people. Yeah. It's a tiny little town on surrounded by water, and the homeless are just crammed in there. That was a strange transition.
It's not the City of Next on NPR, we're going to talk with...
The homeless crisis in California. We use Roll20.net for our tabletop campaign and video chat, and I'm recording it all using open broadcaster software.
Wild speculation about.
That's right. Previously on Storm King's Thunder, the Maelstrom's teleportation magic dropped the party within the deserts of Honorok, half a mile south of a half-buried amphitheater. King Hecaton, along with two storm giants and Fogalos, accompanied them as they made the trek to the ancient blue dragon Iymrith's lair. When they got within 1,000 feet, they all drank the potions of giant size they had been given by the storm giants. The potions were powerful, especially for the melee fighters, increasing size, strength, speed, and weapon strength. Unfortunately, their first threat wasn't anywhere near them. As they approached, they saw the dark clouds and lightning storm that signified Iymrith's presence. She descended into a large hole in the amphitheater, forcing the party to give chase. As they did, a swarm of gargoyles erupted, circling above the lair. Several took up battle stations near a pair of functioning trebuchets, and as the party rushed forward, they had to endure the long-range siege weapons firing at them, unleashing a barrage of attacks. As luck would have it, most of the huge boulders that actually struck targets did so against the party's allies. One particular storm giant, Orlecto, would take the brunt of the attacks.
Oh, I like that. Oh.
When they finally reached the amphitheater, the gargoyles were upon them. Over 24 of them swarming the group. The gargoyles proved healthier than they expected, and their numbers guaranteed that a few hits would strike true. They wanted to conserve their spells as much as possible for the final fight, and ended up using Corinne's powered-up lightning breath, a fireball from Bracis, and a pair of barrage spells from Halfred to soften them up. In the end, it was the storm giants who cleaved their way through many of the gargoyles. All the while, the trebuchets continued to fire upon them all. They had initially wanted to duck inside the nearest opening into the amphitheater, but during the fight, Halfred got close enough and triggered a pit trap, narrowly avoiding dropping into a wriggling mass of purple snake-like creatures below, and they decided not to go down that way. They opted
Fuck that, man.
They opted instead to run northeast into the same giant hole that Iymrith had ducked into, again dodging attacks from the trebuchets. Halfred used a smoke arrow to disable one of them as they made it inside. The action quieted down a bit as they landed into the sand-filled underground. Halfred could sense a single giant to the northwest, but the only clear path lay directly north. They tentatively explored the next room, finding a large, cascading wall of sand like a waterfall. A hole in the ground led to absolute darkness, but they noted tracks going from the hole to the top of the sand waterfall. Kazan fired some force blasts into the top of the sand, parting it just long enough to see a pair of Yuan-ti guards aiming their longbows. One arrow pierced Kazan's last mirror image duplicate as the party all turned their attention to this new threat.
Foreshadowing for the next adventure, perhaps?
Or pure coincidence. You'll never know.
Who knows?
All right.
Your mom thinks we should talk more about the watermelon.
I mean, so like, how big was this watermelon? Was it like fully mature? It looked big.
It did look big.
It looks like a fairly significant sized watermelon, and you can tell it was ripped open by some animal or something because it's not carved.
I mean, it could have been a dog. Like, a dog could do that, right?
Why would a
Was it, like,
dog
in
rip
her
up a
backyard?
watermelon?
I don't
Is this
know.
in like a fenced area?
No, this is at the lake. It's on the
Oh,
it's on the hill going down towards the lake.
that's
Your mom is certain a turtle might have done it, but
I
I didn't
took
think
a
a
turtle a
turtle was
while.
that big.
I mean,
Just look how big this thing is.
it's a big watermelon.
Yeah. All right, that's watermelon chat, everybody.
Yep.
Stay tuned as we delve into the mysteries. So are we in combat right now? What's
You are not.
Well, you're
I will take you
Captain
to.
will flip the bird.
Yep. Kazan, you parted that sand waterfall, and you it only parted for the briefest instant, and you saw on the other side the half snake, half human.
In that instant, they fucking shot at
They
me.
did. They were, and when you saw when the sand parted, they had their bows drawn like they were preparing for you.
Look back, guys. Did you just see that? There's snake people armed with bows, ready to shoot us when we get to the. This is like a.
It's like a dune. Yeah, it's going up.
Okay.
And there's a break in the cave wall right there, and in that break is where the sand is cascading down.
I'm gonna cast light on myself.
Okay. Where are you? There you are. What is light again? Cast that? Or it's like 60, 30, 30, I forget.
I don't know. 20, 10, 20. No, wait. Sorry. 20 foot. 20 and 20.
Okay. All right. Make sure that. Okay.
So where is Kazan? Up here? Up north?
Where is he? Yeah. I got shot southwest of this giant hole in the middle. Got shot shooting this. It's a waterfall of sand. It's just pooling this giant sand thing over here. And when I tried to part the blast, a pair of snake dudes shot at me. And I believe Halford sensed the giant over here too.
Halford confirms this. He
Thank
sensed
you, Halford.
he sensed the giant pretty much now directly to your west.
I guess that's the way we go, though they've set us an ambush. What's the play here? Can we... Is this tricky shit to walk on?
It is difficult terrain.
Tricky shit.
Yep. The sand dune. However, I mean, you guys have a movement speed of 50 right now. Being giants.
So big.
Tim, you can very faintly beyond the cascading sand. That the falling of the sand kind of dominates the sound, but you can kind of hear shuffling and like movement from beyond that sand curtain, but you can't see anything beyond it right now.
Ladies, do we need to hurl a spell into there?
Yes.
Maybe soften their shit up a little bit.
I'll lob a level 1 chaos bolt in there.
Whatever. I'm charging through.
Ladies, let's lob a Tim in there.
All right, Tim, you charge right through.
Bye, Tim.
There's a bunch of tiny people in here.
Step on them.
Tim, the moment you step through, you see a whole cavalcade of snake people waiting to greet you. It is
With
hi.
blades?
Yeah. You see 3 of them look more like humanoid, but they have like snake instead of legs. They have snake bottoms. From the waist down, they are snakes. The ones in the front, the 4 in the front, seem to be more humanoid in their torso and legs, but their heads and partially down their like arms are more snake-like. The 4 that with the snake heads all had their bows drawn again, and as soon as you come through that sand waterfall, they each let loose 1 longbow arrow. So I'm gonna do this 4 times.
1. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And I need to change that because the damage is not on there for some reason.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter because it didn't hit.
Shrugs him off.
Okay, and with that, combat starting. So I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative. Oh, the other thing you see, Tim. Well, hold on. Let's let me actually see if you see this. You just see the snake people directly in front of you.
How high is
The sand dune that you're on.
why can't I see this?
What?
I thought it was like perception check.
Oh no. It's just outside of your 40-foot light.
That makes the most sense.
All right, I guess I need to roll for everybody else.
Everybody is. There's just snake dudes in there? Dragon, no giant?
Not that I can see so far.
Glance back at Hecaton. I think we're going in.
Says, good. I've spent too long loitering in this place. All right.
We have disadvantage on some of these initiative rolls.
That was Fuggalos. I don't know why the first one did. All right. First up is Tim. You are face to face with a bunch of Yuan-ti.
That's me. I do.
Kevin, I'm going to give you +1 because you're going to go before the Storm Giants. You're going to let you go.
I'm going to do Shield Master. And I will be taking the attack action. Does that work that way?
Take the attack action. You can use a bonus action to... yeah, as long as you're going to take the attack action.
Alright, I'll use a bonus action to knock that guy prone.
Okay, you are a giant, so I assume your strength is formidable.
It is. Thank you for noticing. It's still not unformidable. Oh my god.
You got lucky. Also, I think you have... well, I don't know if the potion actually gave you advantage on strength checks. You just had a high number.
+7.
Yeah. All right. You knock that snake man right in front of you, right on the ground.
Alright, I will sucker cast a spell.
Took it back. He gets back up.
Oh. And strike him down.
All right, that
Oh, boy.
certainly hits for 19 damage.
I'll use my extra attack. Hit him again.
That
Ooh, that's a
also
bad-
hits. Yeah, not a good 19. That also hits for 19 damage.
And can I heal myself with that?
Sure
This
can.
thing?
Yeah.
Or is there someone behind me I can heal?
I think you'd have to see them to heal
Okay.
them with your thing.
Well, I'll heal myself to full.
All right. Kazan, you're up.
Okay, I can make it to the... I'm just picking up my steed.
This way, Cho'Gall style.
Can't move
Come
as
with
fast
me,
as
horse.
me.
Yeah.
Yep. I summon you for the opposite of a horse purpose. Push me across, if you will.
Okay.
And the steed.
And the steed.
Does he just go on my initiative, you think?
Yeah, he'll just go on your initiative.
I'm gonna drop the steed.
Okay.
Get him, Zephyr. And I'm gonna come through the sand, activate the glaive in one motion, and just fucking charge this dude.
All right.
Phantom is still channeled.
32.
32 hits.
I think that'll hit pretty much everything. For 13. You strike out at him.
What was the roll on that? Was it 10 feet of myself?
I don't think he's quite. Yeah, he's 15 for the bastard. 22 hits for 11.
Oh.
15 does hit for
I guess
17.
technically it's a critical fail, though.
Oh, well, is it really?
Critical fail never
Wow, yeah, you're right. Wow, your critical fail is a
Just looks
15.
Yeah.
Yep, you
you
plunged
roll.
into some sand.
I muttered, like, get him, Zephyr! Zephyr's gonna run around. Flanking, I don't have the sheet. It's gonna be all you.
Okay.
Or horse, I guess.
Hold on.
Sparkle horse, go!
Hold on, I gotta load up the token sheet to open the Warhorse page, because that token is not it. Alright, the Warhorse will attempt to hoof at him.
Hell yeah.
And that is a good hoof. He will hit that Yuan-ti in the back of the head for 11 damage. Hoof to the skull. All right. Next up are the Storm Giants.
Oh no, I just realized we're blocking this path.
Yeah. They're going to actually begin to rush up, but they actually can't make it all the way in anyway. 50 feet with the crawling up the sand dune here. They're not really able to make their way up completely. So they're not going to do anything. Next up is Halfred. Let's see. 50. Halfred's flying, so he actually doesn't need to.
That's true.
So he's going to come flying through that sand over your head, Tim. Just straight over your head to this spot right here.
Ooh.
And he's going to point his arrows down at whoever you tell me to.
Probably one of the ones we.
Tim.
He gets extra hit or something.
Does he get Colossus Slayer
If
or?
they've been damaged. Yeah, it's costly if they've been damaged.
Okay.
And prone.
Why does he have disadvantage? He doesn't have disadvantage. 14. Okay, that's gonna hit. Take
Plus
off.
11.
Yeah, plus 11. All right, that will hit him for 10 damage. And he will do it again. He only gets Colossus Slayer once, right? I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
22 hits for 9. If you guys ever want him to do anything other than auto attack, let me know. All right, Corinne, you're up.
Mm. So where is everyone? Like-
I'll take you through it. You push your way through the sand, through the sand curtain, and you come barreling into Tim and Kazan on the other side.
Okay.
You can kind of push them aside if they let you.
I'm just...
Stepping over this Yuan-ti.
Just crush him.
What? Am I on someone? Everyone is so tiny.
They are normal size. You are large. There is one Yuan-ti beneath your feet currently. You're standing over him, looking down at him.
So he's like dead now because I stepped on.
Well, you haven't actually attacked him yet.
I'm just kidding. Here. Okay.
You know, Kazan, I didn't realize, I forgot, your reach is extended, which would technically extend the magic of your Shadow Pike too. But
Yeah, I think it came up last time, didn't it?
I think so.
I didn't think about that either.
Please, bigger.
I guess I'll just what am I doing? I will toss my chromatic orb at this guy, I guess.
Okay.
I'll do it at a level 2 with lightning damage.
All right. 25 for 20 lightning damage. That lightning blows into the back of this Yuan-ti's head. He's like looking up at you as you walk over him, and then you turn around and just throw an orb into his head, and he goes down like a sack of bricks.
He was already down.
That's true. He was prone, so he just closes his eyes.
He convulsed up into the air.
All right, the Yuan-ti Malison, however you pronounce that, are up next. The north one is going to try to put some arrows into Halfred. Halfred has an AC of 15, so that one does hit. Why is it not doing damage? Hold on. D8 plus. All right, let's try that. This is just for damage because he already hit him. Now it rolls the regular damage, and then it rolled the damage below it, too. I don't know.
What's going on?
The Yuan-ti's character sheet is messing up. But it's 14 damage that he does to Halfred. As he puts an arrow into him. Kazan, there's one right in front of you. He's going to whirl his scimitars. And he is going to attempt to attack you with his scimitars. Okay. One of those hits.
Wow.
There we go. It did 4 damage. That's not great. Okay, and the southmost one is going to take his longbow and aim it at you, Corinne. He's going to take 2 shots. Oh, boy!
Corinne always gets the crits.
Yep. Corinne, you take whatever damage that is. How much?
26, right?
26? Yeah.
26.
Oops.
Let's plug up a calculator. I can't add like... Don't ask me to add numbers.
Yeah.
That was the first one, and this is the second one. 17, it does hit for 15 damage.
I'll use my reaction on that one. Or
Okay.
My shield.
Oh, your shield. Okay. All right, you throw up your shield and block that arrow. All right. Next up, the purebloods in the back. They're each going to make 1 poison spray. They're going to move forward a little bit. I think poison spray has a 15. What is your steed just a straight up warhorse in terms of stats?
I think so. It's just celestial instead of a beast.
Okay. Each of these purebloods is going to do 1 poison spray against Halfred first. Oh, it's a saving throw. Halfred takes no poison damage. Corinne, one of them opens her mouth and sprays poison from her fangs at you.
You know, this is one of those times I'm not upset to have a low initiative roll.
You make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. All right, you take. I think it's no damage. Yeah, it's no damage on a succeed. And the warhorse will get 1.
Supper. So warhorse's constitution like?
Not great.
Oh.
What is his hit points? His hit points are 18, so that is massive damage, but I'm going to say being a celestial, he's alright.
Yeah. Zephyr! He's like half his face burning.
Yep! His celestial body is melting away in front of your eyes.
Oh, God.
Armor class 11. Alright! Next up is Bryce's.
Alright. I wonder what's going on with everybody else behind this waterfall stand.
Join us.
I shall bring my pets with me as well.
Oh, right. Oh, your fucking pets.
All my things.
Okay.
It's a veritable army of animals who's barreling out.
Yeah. There are a bunch of you now. Alright, I'll bring you through Bryce's. Here. Alright, and your animals are to the south of you.
Alright. I shall let them go first and go feast, my lovelies.
Alright, which one? God, I have to open 3 more character sheets!
Should've just
So
given
many
them to
character
me.
sheets! I think you might. Yeah, I don't remember if I gave you control over them or not, but.
You gave me control of the bird,
Oh, okay.
which bird dude will come and get this guy. He's flying, so there's no opportunity to attack there.
Okay.
And then I don't have control of the other two.
Okay. You want them to go after the southernmost guy, or?
One will go here, and one will go here. I'm assuming all 3 of these people are alive.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so the polar bear will charge out here, the dire wolf will charge out here, and they will engage with individuals each.
My command is to engage with individuals.
The owl first dives at this pureblood in the back and fucking scratches her eyes out a little bit. Just gets in there with those talons. The polar bear has 2 attacks. And he charges at this one, and she does take 12 damage from that second attack.
That's right, assholes. We have a polar bear.
He's uncomfortable in the sand environment. And the wolf is going to attack the southernmost one. An 11 does not hit, though.
Okay. Now it's my turn.
Now it's your turn.
So the southernmost one that was being attacked by the wolf.
Okay.
That.
So weird, it's big.
Everything looks so small.
Yeah.
Sure, 23 will hit.
23 does hit for 8 damage.
It was a level 1.
Okay. Oh, it's a 1, though, not a 10.
Yep, out of 10.
Okay.
You should have made it a
I got-
10 because then it would have been going off left and right.
10's been the far more popular number. All right. King Hecaton is coming. He calls out to you. He says, "We're right behind you all." You all do not see him emerge from the sand curtain. Same thing with Fugglewells. He was kind of actually quite a ways behind you guys.
That was on purpose.
Right. Staying out of range.
Just watch the entrance photos.
Yeah. You all hear from your west, not very far away, but it's just outside of your current vision. You hear a voice begin calling out to you, and it sounds like a voice that is like waking up from a slumber or something. You hear it cough and call out. Alfred! My friends! Is that you? And you all recognize the voice immediately as Harshnag,
Harshnag!
the giant that you left in the Eye of the Allfather Temple. You last saw him engaged in combat with the Blue Dragon.
I did not want to leave him.
No, you didn't. But he is alive. Says, "You've come for me again, eh?"
Figured we owed you one, Harshnag.
You hear him sort of coughing out. He says, maybe. This is the second time you saved me while I've been in manacles. Not very dignified. And
Where's the dragon?
says somewhere in this place. This is her treasure room. She kept me as some sort of morbid trophy. And you all hear a voice then that seems to echo off of all of the walls in this room and coming from all directions at once. It seems to be just filling the space. And it says, yes, a trophy of the last time you met, wasn't it? You pitiful creatures have come into my home to slay me. You attempt to slay me in the place where I live. I am God here, and you will feel my wrath. The voice sort of dies down off the echoing that is going on in the cave walls. You cannot tell which direction it came from. And we are back up to Tim.
Skittish for a god.
Squeeze right here.
Hello, friends.
Hello. And I'll try to do the same thing.
Okay, knock her prone.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, that was actually a pretty good roll, but yours is better. All right.
Same roll.
You run up to... Was it really? 17, 17? Yeah. You run up to her and you just bash her right in the face.
All right.
You bowl her over. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Oh.
whatever.
Yeah.
That'll do.
All right, you slash into her.
Almost a crit.
Yeah.
And I'll do it again.
Okay.
You know what? I forgot to add my damage.
Oh, really? Your extra... Oh, that's why Tim's damage has been so great. Because you haven't added your extra
I
yet.
just looked at that. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to add that damage.
Mhm. Nice.
I didn't actually plug that into my sheet.
And I'll heal Corinne for half of whatever those two numbers make. No one could ever know that.
I want to say 24.
Out the calculator.
Shh, shh, shh. What numbers between 23 and 25?
Yeah.
Who knows?
All right, Corinne, you were healed for 24 HP.
Points of damage. I'm done. Hey, so how does movement work through these small people?
You can kind of step over them. They'll still get attacks of opportunity if you go, like, move out of their attack range.
Uh-huh.
But you can kind of just sort of walk around them, walk over them.
Okay.
They're not blocking your path, like...
In that case, well, I don't remember how far I moved this turn. Because it's
Like 10 feet?
half for difficult terrain, right?
Yeah, so you've moved 20 feet. So you have 30 feet left.
Oh, I don't have 25.
You move 10.
Right, but with
With-
difficult terrain?
That turns into 20.
Okay.
So you've used 20 of your 50. So you have 30 left. Or 15 in the difficult terrain. I see what you're getting at. Yeah.
Okay. Get it.
Do the arithmetic.
And that's all the sand with the
Yeah, all the dark.
elevation modifiers?
Exactly.
Okay. I'm sorry, how much do I have left?
15 in the difficult terrain.
Right there.
Okay.
Alright. I'm done.
All right. Kazan, you're up.
Alright, so I won't fuck up my damage.
I go here, then I can phantom both of them. Let's get the fucking horse out of the way.
Get my way, horse.
Hey, he got burned pretty bad. He's gonna
Yep.
retreat him a little bit. Alright. That's a crit, and I did not roll my extra damage yet.
No, you didn't. Alright, yeah.
So I'm gonna roll.
Who are you attacking? The same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it should be. It's 2 extra damage dice?
Yes. So another 2d10.
4d10? Because I rolled a crit?
Ye-
Does a crit give you extra damage dice too?
I think the crit would let you roll your regular damage dice one more time. Right?
So. The crits let you roll your damage dice again.
Okay. So if your roll... Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's no modifier.
If your thing was 4d or 3d10,
Yeah.
it would be another 3d10.
Okay.
So what's left? 5d10 for a crit?
So it's 3d10 in addition to this.
Yes.
That was really bad.
All right. 19, 22.
22.
Yeah.
All right. You stab into him.
And that should snake to both of them then, if we're doing the 15-foot rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stab out and do 15 or we say 22. 22 damage to both of them.
Roll another 2d4 on that one. So that's 17.
17 damage?
Yeah.
All right, you bash the one next to you. And he goes down. His eyes roll up in his head and he falls to the sand.
Alright, I'll just work on the one below me then.
Okay. 25 also hits for 12.
2d10. It's 29.
Oh. Plus 17. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just rolling all
Rolling them
damage
extra after, okay.
Yeah. Alright, and then the warhorse will always hang back.
The horse is damaged. All right. Next up, the storm giants come bursting through the sand wall, ready to join the fight, even though they're a little late. They have to dash to get in here, so they're gonna dash, but
Stand there.
just stand there because it's pretty blocked up here. Everyone's sort of just shoved into the spot. All right, Halford's up.
Some.
Yeah, Halford will shoot the one down by Tim.
Oh, Harshnag's right there. Okay.
I don't think we did his extra damage either.
No, I don't think so.
His giant arrows. Hold on.
Another 2d6 unless Colossus Slayer is more giant too. I don't know how it works.
No, it's not a 2d6. All right. What is that? 15, 21 to that pure blood down there. And then he will do it again. That is a 1. He gets to re-roll that, right? For some reason. I believe it's
lucky, I think.
Lucky Halfling, is that? Yeah. Alright. So he's going to keep that damage, but he's going to roll it again. That's better. Alright, so that is 14 damage. Those are bad rolls. Corinne, you're up. It's a crowded battlefield.
Yeah, no shit.
Time for a fireball.
In the middle of everyone. This is
Well,
just...
I realized, so like, I've got Wall of Fire as one of my spells, and I never get to use it because like Tim especially is always just like
up in the ship.
like right there.
Yep.
See, Bryce says she cares about not hitting other people.
No comment.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna move over here. Lightning bolt time.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, but okay.
Oh.
Storm Giants may have told you at some point. It's fair to assume this, but Storm Giants are...
Lightning and crap.
Yeah, they are immune to lightning, so they would probably be alright with this current play.
Well, they would only be resistant to my lightning.
That is true, so they're going to take some damage, you're
To
right.
be fair. But
Ah,
that's
no,
a good point.
Yep.
Hold on.
They're Storm Giants, they can take it.
Or Lecta.
I guess I could also just cast my Wall of Fire, just like straight down this line and just make them in the Wall of Fire. God, yeah, everyone is just like so freaking close.
Yep.
To everyone.
How damaged do these guys look now?
The pureblood next to Tim looks very damaged. She has been shot a bunch of times and hit by Tim. The pureblood down by the polar bear also looks very damaged. The rest of them kind of look okay. Yeah, it's the one you were stabbing. Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna cast my lightning bolt because then I guess I can hopefully like take care of these two guys anyway.
Okay.
In front of me. I'll cast it as a level 4.
All right. Here go the Yuan-ti. One makes it, one does not. So the one right in front of you takes 20. And the pureblood woman takes 41, and she goes down hard. That lightning bolt bowls her over. Well, she was already... Tim already knocked her down also. No, that was some... I can't keep track of who's Tim's knocked down. The Storm Giants... The Storm Giants don't even attempt to dodge the lightning bolt. Because they don't expect it's going to hurt them. They like, welcome it. And when it plows into them and does damage, both their eyes go up in shock.
That's right, bitches.
I've never felt that before. That's new.
Rin starts plowing.
This sexual awakening of Lecta. Give me another.
Corinne accidentally started a fetish. Alright. The Malisons, there are 2 left. One of them is going to turn to you, Corinne. You just I'm gonna stop saying plow.
Say it.
It's no longer appropriate. He's going to turn to you and attempt to scimitar you twice. Or no, he's actually going to attempt to scimitar you once, and then he's going to attempt to bite you in the leg.
Why would he do that?
Because
clearly he can't use a sword.
Yeah, he swings and just the sword just falls out of his hand. He's like, oh shit!
He stabs himself.
Fang time! God damn
Oh
it.
god.
That's gonna hit, but I don't know how much damage it's gonna do.
I need antibiotics.
57 damage?
It does 10 damage. As at the height you're at, it's like straight up like your, what is the lower, not thigh, but the lower muscle.
Calf?
Yeah, it's your calf. He just lays his
South thigh?
south thigh. He puts his fangs right into your calf muscles,
What
Corinne.
about your north thigh? No. North.
Norther. We're running out
I
of thigh.
disagree on key issues. But the north thigh will go with the south.
And the South Yuan-ti was going to engage with the wolf. He's going to do the same thing. Where are you? One scimitar attack. And one bite. And the wolf has a 14 AC, so neither one hits. The wolf just dodges out of the way of both those attacks.
Hell yeah.
All right, the purebloods are up next. The owl has flown away, flown out of. He did his like talon strike, but the pureblood's going to attempt to poison spray it. Where are you, purebloods? There you are. All right, here's the owl, and that is the polar bear that is also she's engaged with. The animals are just absorbing attacks at this point.
That's what they're there for.
All right, the owl takes 8 damage. Or no, I'm sorry, the first one was 6. So it takes 6 damage. Polar bear makes a
Yeah,
save
polar bear. Go, Polly.
and takes no damage from the poison spray. All right, Bryces, you're up next.
All right. Well, let's have the owl attack again.
Yeah. All right, owl attack.
Yeah.
God
19 hits.
damn.
That owl is doing some work. For 12. All right.
Pissed because he got poison sprayed.
That's right.
Polar bear's next.
Okay.
Good lord.
Boy, the
When
polar
animals
bear.
attack,
How much damage is
polar
that?
bear is pissed off. for being
35
saved.
total if both of them hit.
They did. The polar
35.
bear, that Yuan-ti pureblood attempted to poison spray. She spit poison in that polar bear's face. The polar bear proceeded to just maul the life out of this woman. She is done.
And then he just sits on her.
And then he sits on her.
What remains of her. Alright, and then the dire wolf.
The dire wolf does not hit.
He's too busy, like, shucking the attack from that guy.
That's right.
Alright, well. We got a fight with a freaking blue dragon coming up, so.
Don't spend all your things on this one.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna shoot it with a crossbow.
Which one's this?
The lower one.
Okay, you hit
Dire
it.
wolf.
Roll another 2d8 for me. To add that damage. Alright, you put a giant-sized crossbow bolt into this Yuan-ti.
25 points, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, behind you, Hecaton emerges from the sand curtain. What's going on in here? More small folk, eh? He's going to look at the pureblood that is engaged with the owl, and he's going to pull back his hand. He is going to throw a lightning bolt that does no damage. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. We're going to throw a lightning bolt at this Yuan-ti woman. And she's going to eat every point of that 37 damage. And Hekaton's going to laugh. Yes! It's been a long time since I've been in a good fight. Once again, you all hear a voice echoing along the walls. And it says, do you not understand what I am? I am as far beyond you as the sand beneath your feet. You will fall to my power now. And, you all hear a cry from behind you that sounds, and it sounds, the voice sounds very much like Fogalos. And it sort of lets out a shriek and then goes quiet, and Fogalos does not come through the curtain wall.
Shit.
All right, we are back up to Tim.
Okay. I don't think I can try to get advantage of that.
Yeah, not quite. Between you and Corinne.
Okay. I'll do the same thing all over again.
Okay. Close. He tries to put up a fight.
Wow.
340 times the size.
You knock him over. Alright, that hits for 24 damage. Or 20. Okay, they both hit. Jesus Christ.
Now he'll occur in.
For 25 damage.
How'd you do it that quickly?
Once again. Not through arithmetic, just simple logic. Alright, and with both those attacks, you slay this Yuan-ti, Tim. He goes down. Alright. Kazan. There's only one Yuan-ti left. The woman. That is.
The one down by the wolf too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Scroll down. Yeah, there's two left.
I think I actually fit through there here, so. I'll go after her. I'll let Zephyr go down and take that one.
Okay.
But
You can run down.
Plus 6. 18.
Alright, 18 damage to this Yuan-ti woman. Does hit. $17 does hit.
I can re-roll that, so I'm just gonna say 3d4 plus 7.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Redo that as a 13.
Okay.
Odd, really bad damage.
That 13 damage goes through. You stab her, or that's the blunt end. Bash her.
She is.
And 9 also hits. Or plus 7. 16?
Yep.
Alright, she's looking almost down for the count.
Jeez.
She is bloodied.
And then we'll hoof that guy down there.
All right, your warhorse will.
When animals attack further.
That's right. Jesus Christ. All right.
Wow.
11 damage. The hoof's in the back of the head again. The warhorse is doing damage.
Money.
All right. Tim and Kazan, or Lecto, the giant, is going to plow between the two of you. Out of the way, friends. It's time to finish this. And he's going to raise his... And so is this one, actually. He's going to try to get down here. And he is going to... Greatsword. 27 for 31 does hit. And that finishes off that Yuan-ti. She was already almost dead. And to the south. Yeah. Stole your kill, friend. To the south. Namir, the Storm Giant, is going to do the same thing. And he is also going to finish off that Yuan-ti. Stole your kill, Wolf!
Wolf just eats it.
And with that, things quiet down.
Thank goodness the giants are here to clean up the kitchen. I will rush over to Harshnag.
Alright, yeah, you rush over to Harshnag. And he is, again, looks like, Kazan, he has been tortured for you don't know how long, but he's got small cuts all over his body and like whip marks. It looks like he's just been abused since you last saw him. And he is manacled to this pillar behind him. Just looks like regular steel manacles are around his wrist above his head that are kind of like that.
I'm gonna dramatically take my giant-sized pike and fucking slash the shit out of the manacles.
All right, make an attack roll. All right, with one strike of your pike, you just put it right into like the where the manacle meets the chain and just split the metal. And Harshnag's hands come free. He says, "Thank you, friends. It's been quite a time down here."
Does he like mechanically look pretty fucked up?
He does. He looks pretty fucked up.
Alright. I will lay some hands upon him. Give him 25 hit points.
Okay.
I'll save 5 for myself just in case. Like, alright, man. I'm afraid this is not the safest place to rest up. Need you back in fighting condition.
Oops.
Assume vengeance is high on your list.
Hell yes, it is. And I can fight. My equipment is over here on her. You look over and in the I don't know if anyone can actually see it. Bryce, you're close enough. Or no, Kazan, you can barely see it. Over here is a giant pile of gold coins. And atop those gold coins, you see it looks like freshly placed there are Harshnag's armor and his axe.
I shall climb the pile of gold coins and throw down his things.
All right. Harshnag gratefully.
Has anyone seen Felgalos?
Kazan, and when you say that, you hear a voice answer you, echo through the halls. Has anyone seen that little bronze thing? I don't think they will.
Did you eat him?
She says, I will eat you all when this is done. You still don't understand what you are facing. Let me show you. And from
Can I yell out thanks for the gold as I'm...
You all, some of you who are close, Tim, Halfred, you all see a great blue serpentine head just emerge through the sand cloud, and its maw already open, and... Oh, hold on. It comes through, and
Good
its
lord.
jaws close on Hecaton and just retreat immediately, pulling him with it.
Guys, I think she's in the other room.
Iymrith, you coward!
So she says, I can do this all day, friends. How long can you last, I wonder?
I'm shoving my pockets full of more coins.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout out, we know your name, we found your lair, we slew your children, and now we've
Ralph
come for
says
you.
hi.
Cloud for life.
Kazan, roll.
Face us if you're the god you think you are, and not the rat scurrying about your own lair.
Kazan, roll an intimidation or persuasion. I'll let you choose.
As he does that, I whistles for my pets to come closer to me.
Okay. All right. Hold on. All right, Kazan. You yell out your words, and you hear just, it sounds like growling, but it feels like it's coming from the walls of this place itself. It just echoes and reverberates through the sand. And the voice says, show you? You wish me to show you? Very well. Gaze upon the power of Iymrith and despair. And she reels up, towering over all of you, and lets out a roar as her form begins to come back down. And we will take a break right now. And when we come back, we will start this.
Oh boy.
This can't go badly at all, right?
All right. All right. Let us come back. Iymrith, the ancient blue dragon, has just landed in front of you all on that dune of sand. The sand goes flying in all directions as all 4 of her claws come landing on it. I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative. And as you do, I'm going to read you something. We are using some different rules for this combat. You all are facing an ancient dragon in her lair. And as she said, she is a god in this place. So, the dragon you face has been divided into several parts. A head, a tail, 4 legs, and 2 wings. Each body part has an AC 1 point higher than simply targeting the dragon's body, except the head, which has an AC 2 points higher. Each body part has a hit point total between 50 and 125. If a body part's hit points reach 0, it is disabled. If you disable a leg, it can no longer be used to move or attack. A wing can no longer be used to fly. If you disable her head, she may not be able to bite or breathe. Her breath attack. Or the tail may no longer be used to attack. Damage dealt to the body also deducts hit points from the dragon's hit point total. So you can just choose to attack her generally, and you will deduct from the hit point total. Or you can attempt to attack individual body parts to disable them. Now, the flip side of that is each of her body parts has its own initiative, which you can see on the page, on the initiative tracker. Oh, I need to reroll for Halfred. All right, questions on what I just said.
So it's gonna attack on every one of these initiative rolls?
Yep, a different part of her can go on each of these initiative rolls.
Oh boy.
All right. Iymrith sits down and she looks at you and she says, "You pitiful creatures, small folk, giants alike, you still have not learned. I will wipe giant kind from this realm, and then I will move on to you small ones. But first, I will consume you all and erase your very existence from the histories." And she will go first.
Fancy new battle music.
This is the Iymrith theme song. All right. On the first turn, Iymrith's body will rise up, and she will look down at you all. She says, "You will fear the presence of a god." And she is going to use her frightful presence. Everyone within 120 feet, which I believe is everybody, Because you guys are all bunched up.
Jesus.
Yep. Everybody has to make a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened.
Oh shit. Well, anybody within 10 feet of me gets plus to that, but.
That is Orlecto.
Orlecto, you have an aura protection.
Kazan!
Didn't even need mine. Look at that shit. You know what? I fucking did this the first time I faced her.
You did,
too.
yeah.
I stared her ass down
Yep.
when she did that.
Yep.
I just hold fast and stare in the face, like, not this time. Not ever.
Orlecto gets what, +3 you said?
+3, yeah.
Alright, so Orlecto makes it also.
Can I use bend luck on myself? Because I can see myself.
Sure.
Yes!
I think. I mean, when you have the ability to twist fate, when you can see.
I can see myself. I look at my arm.
Yeah, I'll allow it here. I don't know. That's sort of weirdly worded. When another creature you can see. I'll allow it.
Gives me a 21 then.
Okay.
You ever used it on yourself before?
No. I've never used it on myself.
Yeah, it's never come up before. Alright, everyone else, besides Kazan, Orlecto, and Bryces, you are all frightened.
You, Alfred.
Oh, no, I didn't. Also frightened. You can remake the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. And once you've succeeded on the saving throw, you are immune to the effects for the next 24 hours. And frightening does... I'll read it to you. Frightened.
It's got the worst. It's good.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls when the source of its fear is within the line of sight. And you can't willingly move closer.
Uh-oh.
I can cure one person on my turn. I'm frightened.
All right. Next up is the head.
That's my action. The head.
Iymrith is going to open her maw, and from it, lightning is going to pour out. And she's going to angle that shit to get Tim
Not
and
my Zephyr, you monster.
Tim, Kazan, and Zephyr. There we go.
Orlecto.
Orlecto's immune to lightning damage.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I have a thing on.
What's that?
My potion of lightning resistance.
Oh, that will be handy here.
Is that half damage then?
It is.
Is that?
Yep. All right. The lightning pours from her gaping maw through all of you.
Oh no.
This lady ain't no joke.
Oh no. Is Zephyr okay?
Zephyr, it doesn't matter what Zephyr does. Zephyr is very, very dead. Zephyr
Oh, no.
vaporizes before your eyes. She is right before.
Right.
She is right before the gaping maw of Iymrith, and she just is encompassed in electricity. Alright, yeah, she is... disappears. Alright, Kazan and Tim, will you please roll dexterity saving throw?
It's all good. I got a plus
It's a 23.
It's a
I got a plus
23.
one. I got this. Actually, I got a plus more because they are on protection. That's not gonna work.
I don't see it.
I could use inspiration, but I'd basically have to roll an 18 or 19, I think.
I don't see that you roll for some reason.
Mine?
Does everybody else
That
see?
means they don't count, and you get to roll again.
I rolled a 9.
Oh, okay.
Tim rolled a 47.
Yeah, I'm not very good at you. You threw a fucking AoE at your 2 tanks that don't fucking dodge AoEs, you monster.
Oh, I just got a
If I
warning.
made that save though, I would have taken no damage.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because of my shield.
Oh.
Holy crap.
But
Alright,
there's
but
no
my-
way I could make that save.
So
So
my resistance lets me take half, though?
Yes. Yep, so 88 and 44.
Oh boy.
All right.
lightning isn't energy, is it?
No. Well, I don't know what you mean.
Technically.
No, that's a scroll. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
We're at the stage where we're furiously looking through our inventories now. Oh no! Perhaps I could use my gear and ropes to get out of this situation.
Kazan, Iymrith looks around and notes that you were not afeared by her presence.
Hell no.
She says, again, you
Dare
resist
to eat
me. She says, well, then, resist this! And a claw comes up, and
Excellent, I frazzled her.
and from above you, Kazan, the ceiling of the lair begins to collapse.
What?
This is her lair turn, by the way. Turn 20.
Oh.
And rocks begin to fall from the ceiling of this place. On.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That sounds like rock. Thanks. Alright, do you see that one?
Yes. So you take 7 bludgeoning damage, and you are buried beneath rubble. What does it read? Any creature can take an action. Any creature can take an action to make a DC 10 Strength check, ending the buried state. So you have to dig yourself out, basically, as an action. The area then becomes difficult terrain. All right, Brysis, you are up next.
Oh shit. Alright. Alright. So all of my animals are going to attack her tail.
Okay.
So all 3 of them will attack her tail.
Caw, roar, growl.
That's room on the broom. That's what that is.
All right, Al will first swoop in to attack the tail. 17 does not hit, scrapes off the scales. The polar bear will then 27
Oh!
does hit. He puts
Nails it.
he puts his teeth right into that tail and does 14
Iymrith
damage.
just yells out like a yelp like a cat.
Ah! And then the polar bear will attempt to claw the tails. 12 does not hit. The dire wolf, because he has pack tactics, has advantage on this attack. And he will also attempt to bite. 19 does not hit. His teeth graze against the scales of this ancient blue dragon.
We get it.
Do you get it? I hope you get it. Alright, Rises.
Like, I want to do things, but, like, I know, like, Chris has got these stupid legendary action shit and can just, like, fuck up anything I want to do that's cool. Like my 6th level spell, I want to get that shit off. So, is the frightened a magical effect?
It is.
Okay, do I know what level? that
Oh,
frighten
well,
Oh wait, never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, I will have to know the level. Yeah.
Okay. It's not really a level. It may not qualify as a magical effect for what you're talking about.
Because I want to dispel magic on Tim.
I don't think this works that way. No, because this isn't a spell that was doing that. It was just straight up, this dragon is scary.
Dispel the dragon is scary, please. Put a bag over its head.
How big are those boulders that are on Kazan?
You have to make a DC 10 strength saving throw, or strength.
No, I just want to know what their size.
Oh.
Medium?
Probably each boulder is about medium, and there's probably about 20 boulders on top of them.
Oh, no.
That works. I'm going to animate the boulders. And since they're medium, they count as 2, and I can animate up to 10, so I'll animate 5 boulders, please.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
All right.
It's got so many things.
That's yeah.
So I will animate 5 boulders, which will, as a bonus action, I can command them
Okay.
to attack Iymrith's face.
Okay.
Boulders are just going to slam themselves up into her face.
Into her face. All right. What is the
Distraction force. Distraction force.
what is the attack for that?
God.
What size are they?
They're
Medium.
medium.
There's 5
They
medium.
do +5 to hit. They do 2d6 +1 damage.
All right. You can roll that.
Alright, so I'll roll it 5 times.
Yes.
/
You just roll the actual
1d20
attack 5 times, and we'll see how many hit.
Plus 5. Oh, that one looks like it's close.
Does not hit.
God
Close? Well, hang on. We
the-
know 27 hit. It looks like it's close. I'm gonna bend luck and make it higher. I'm willing to bet that's close. Shit, where'd my bend luck go? There it is. Make that a 25.
25 hits. The
All
rocks
right.
slam themselves into her head.
Cool. 20. That was worth it. One of them just hits. That's worth it.
You roll the damage. 11.
No, that was the other. I'm doing all the attacks first.
Oh, you're doing the attacks first. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Wow.
that's a crit too.
That
That's
is.
a crit.
All right. So that's
Twenty.
one.
Let's get their revenge.
And how many was that so far? 1,
You had
2,
3.
3. I have 2 more. 20 plus 5. Alright, so 2 hits. 1 is a crit. So what's the damage?
2d6 +1.
Alright. Slash D6. So how do I do that with
2d6 +1 plus 2d6.
So should I just do? So I'll do 2d6 plus 1 for the first one.
Yeah.
7, not bad. 2d6 plus 1 plus 2d6. I think this will work. Yeah!
18. All right.
Go, distraction force.
So does that unbury me or something?
It makes the AC easier. You're still she took away a quarter of the rocks.
Okay.
You're welcome.
They just like fly above me. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. You see some of them just lift off of you. Okay. Yeah.
That was impressive, right? Animated objects.
Your boulders slam into Iymrith's face. She shakes her head back and forth.
Each of those boulders has an AC of 13 and 40 hit points each.
Okay. I'm actually gonna.
Distraction force.
5. Say that again, Eric.
I just closed the window.
Okay.
40 hit points and 13 armor class, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Okay. All right. Next up, Iymrith's legs She is going to reel back, and she is going to begin just tearing at those animals you sent up, Brysis.
I don't even know what any of their stuff is, so.
I'll tell you. All right, she's going to take 4 leg attacks, one for each of her legs.
What?
4 claw attacks.
Oh,
This is some bullshit.
there with the bird.
The bird's dead. One claw just goes straight through that bird. You just see feathers.
Oh, it turns back into a statue.
Yeah. She then turns her attention to the polar bear.
Where did Hecaton go?
She ate him.
What the fuck?
That's 13 damage. You saw her bite him, drag him to the sand wall, and you didn't see him come back.
She ate him.
Some storm giant king he was. The entire point of the campaign was to get his ass.
Okay, that was 1 on the polar bear.
Polar bear survives?
Polar bear lives through that, yes.
Hey.
She does hit.
He's getting a promotion.
29 for 16. That also hits. She tears a chunk out of the other side of the polar bear.
Ah.
And 1 more claw attack from Iymrith on that polar bear. Nope, not a tail. A claw.
Oh my god.
Polar bear goes down. 1 final claw comes on top of the polar bear's head, and she just
The
slams it into the
dire
ground.
wolf survives.
She did not get to the dire wolf.
1 day away from retirement.
The polar bear looks back at you with longing, Bryces. Did,
Oh, no.
did I do good, Master?
It looks just like your own dog.
Oh, y'all are assholes.
Alright, Kazan.
Sad piano music
Yeah.
bounces off the wall. So I gotta spend my turn unburying myself?
You do. You have to make a strength saving throw.
A saving?
At least took.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, a strength check.
What does that do for you?
That does just fine. You are able to just sort of push the boulders off of your face, Kazan, and push yourself back up into a standing position.
That's my action.
That is your action.
Alright. She's probably got some hella saves though. I'm trying to see what my bonus action options are. Is she gonna? Well, she's not really engaging in this directly yet. I'll just turn on Shield of Faith, I guess. Bonus action.
Okay.
Add another thing.
Alright, I'm gonna let the Giants go next. Halford's up there. Kazan, as you're pushing the boulders off of yourself, Iymrith begins talking again. She says, the Yuan-ti were decent enough servants. They knew enough to respect me. She says, I can give you what I promised. But if you want it, now is the time to act. And as she says this, the storm giants were beginning to approach her, and Orlecto turns to Namir and he says, I'm sorry, brother, but Mirren must be queen. And Orlecto is going to attack Namir.
Orlecto, you motherfucker!
He is going to swing his sword at his brother-in-arms.
I'm gonna yell at him. Orlecto, you motherfucker!
He says, I'm sorry. It's not fair what Hecaton did to his own daughter. She was the eldest. She deserves to be queen.
That may be, but this isn't the answer to that.
Both those hits are going to slice into Namir and do a good chunk of damage. And Ymir's gonna turn back to him. He's gonna hiss at him, "Traitor! How could you?" And he's gonna attack him.
All right.
And both of those are going to hit. All right, with the Storm Giants engaged with each other, now it is Halfred's turn.
Bola arrow for the win.
Yeah, start shooting all the special arrows at
Okay, what does he got? He uses smoke arrow. You can either use his flashing arrow, grappling hook, bola.
Bola.
Bola?
Not the
Okay.
Smoke one. Any of the other ones, yeah.
Alright, he's going to attempt to shoot a bola arrow. Which 28 does hit. How much damage is that? 13? Alright. It hits, and the bolas wrap around Iymrith. And they become giant ropes, because Iymrith is fucking very large. But they do wrap around her, and she becomes restrained for the time being. And then Halford is going to fire again. Anything else? Just regular...
Can he put his hunter's mark on her?
Probably. That is a bonus action. All right. Yeah.
And then just shoot her with the wall.
16 does not hit, though. Bounces off her scales. But he does have his hunter's mark on her. All right. Iymrith on her turn. One wing is going to flex and snap the bola arrow, the bola straps. I guess she actually has to make the check, but she does. I think. Bola arrow is a DC 14, yeah. One of her wings snaps that bola, and then with her other wing, she is going to, at Halfred.
Was Halford frightened? I don't actually remember.
Oh, he is, yes. Oh, he does have disadvantage, doesn't he?
Oh,
Yeah, with disadvantage, yep. With her other wing, she is going to do a wing attack on Halfred. Who, with disadvantage, now, will take 15 bludgeoning damage as he is knocked prone. He is knocked out of the sky, essentially. He goes falling into the sand below. All right, Tim, you're up next.
So is making the save again just my turn?
No, you can do whatever you want, but you're frightened of her while you do it. And then at the end of your turn, you'll make that save again.
Okay. Man, all my healing spells are so worthless now because they don't do that much healing.
Compared to your giant size healing sword.
Yeah. Was that lightning attack? Does she need speech for that?
Speech? No. You just saw her open her maw. You didn't, yeah.
Didn't look like she actually cast spells.
Yeah. I guess I'll still do some cure wounds on. do second wind as
Okay.
my bonus action. And everyone's a level 2 myself.
Okay. You may now make your wisdom saving throw again. That does it.
That's more like it.
You shake off the effects of the giant gaping dragon maw in front of you. Corinne, you're up.
So do we know, is she resistant to lightning damage?
From what you were told by King Hecaton, she's immune to lightning damage.
Immune.
But
Well, that's
with your bracelet, yeah, like you said.
yeah, that's super cool for me and all my spells. Okay. So glad my level 6 spell is chain lightning. Cool. Okay. Okay, well,
Harshnag is, you look behind you, Kaz, and Harshnag is currently putting on his armor. This all happened very quickly.
Okay.
He will have an initiative next round.
so I guess I'll cast Chromatic Orb with fire damage.
Okay.
Let's do a level 5, because yeah. What?
I don't think it rolled the extra damage.
I don't think I did it right. Sorry.
It's alright.
I did this before I knew how to use spell. So it's 1d8 extra for each level after
2.
2.
So that's an extra
I was casting
3d8.
it as a level 5.
Oh, no. So yeah, that's another 3d8. A 10 does not hit, though.
Yeah,
Also,
that's say. The 10's not.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, you may make
Because I had
your...
to. Well, so I did that with disadvantage
You
because
did.
of my right. So
Yeah.
that's what I was supposed to do.
Yep.
Okay, so then I roll a
Wisdom saving throw, yes.
Oh,
16 does not do it, I
there we
think.
go. Sorry,
I believe it was 20, yeah.
20.
All right. Iymrith, with her tail, is going to attempt to finish off this wolf over here that was haranguing her, that bit into her tail.
Tank our first round, animals.
She's going to do 21 bludgeon. She's going to just pound it with her tail. And she's going to knock it backwards down the sand dune. But it does not die. It gets back up.
Good boy, Wolfie.
All right. New round. Let me roll. Harshnag.
Harshnag's just been standing in the corner getting dressed the whole
He
time.
has been getting dressed. He's been just getting ready.
He's over there shaving.
Yep. It's been a while. All right.
I like your best when you fight a dragon.
Dragon's gonna roar back again. And I believe everybody who could have this on them already has it on them. Everyone else is immune now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that actually does anything anymore. Logistically, right?
Yeah.
Because if you save, you become immune. Yeah. So I don't think that actually does anything.
Yeah. Unless somebody like cures the frightened. Then I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. All right.
can't do that lightning thing every turn, right?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he can. But this time, it does not appear he's aiming for you and, Tim. Instead, he looks down the barrel at Harshnag, who's just finished putting on all his armor.
Oh, no.
She says, you are nothing but an ornament. You don't get to face me. And she is going to put a lightning bolt through Harshnag and Bryce's.
No, not me.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I'm soft and full of flesh.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, perfect conductor.
Oh, man.
Good fucking lord.
Y'all have a good fight. I'm gonna go die now.
I don't even see where you are.
She's right behind Harshnag.
Harshnag has to save this or he goes down.
Oh no!
And he can't!
Bend luck! Bend luck! Bend his luck!
No, I have to get a 4. It's not worth it.
That's
Shit.
Harshnag takes
This one.
93 damage.
So do I.
Oh no.
Yep.
DC 23.
All right. Harshnag falls to the ground, unconscious.
Kaz cries out.
Bryces, it is your turn. I'm just gonna give you a plus.
I don't even see Harshnag.
He's behind
Well.
Kazin somewhere. Now Harshnag's like lying in a pool of some blood. So
Harshnag is here, and then Bryce is behind.
Alright, so let's have Wolfie go back up and start attacking the tail again.
all right.
Wolf, you're
And
the
then
only
the-
one
the
doing damage
rocks-
right now.
The rocks will pummel her face again, too.
Okay.
Which I'll prepare to roll for the rocks.
The wolf does land a bite into that tail.
Yeah.
Amazingly. The rocks are attacking what?
Her face.
Her face. Okay.
Damn it.
You literally set her up with multiple health bars.
Yeah. Because each body part has a different amount of health before it's disabled.
Okay, that's 1 hit. That should be a hit, right?
That one is a hit.
Nice.
That one is also a hit.
Alright, that's it. So 2 more hits.
5. Take those odds.
So it's 2d6 plus 1 damage. So I'll just do 46 plus 2.
Sure. Yeah. Just roll it all at once.
That'll work.
All right. 19 damage
Alright, now it's my turn.
to her face. Her face is looking pretty battered now. Your rocks have been laying into her pretty solidly.
So if we defeat the head, does that turn off her lightning breath? Is this like?
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, her bite or breath is coming from her head.
Gotcha.
Alright, I'm gonna try my 6th level spell because 1 more hit and I'm dead anyway, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna go for it. I mean, how good could her intelligence saving throw be, right?
Probably not great. Well, I don't know. It's probably got good at everything.
Mental prison. Let's find out.
Wow.
Alright, I'll take that. So, on a successful save, you did not save. On a failed save, the target takes 5d10 psychic damage, and I make the area immediately surrounding the target's space appear dangerous. The target cannot see or hear anything beyond it.
Sorry, Bryce.
Oh, you're gonna be a dick, aren't you?
All that was good, but as you're casting this spell, her horn begins to glow.
Yeah, I knew it.
And she says, "Yes, the spell-casting tiefling. The worst that the small folk have to offer. Nothing but crime and greed." And she is going to counterspell.
Oh, she can't cast spells.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have to roll though? Doesn't
She has to roll.
Does she?
Because I cast that as its 6th level spell.
Okay, so what is it?
So, these... See here.
10 plus the spell's level.
10 plus the spell's level, so you still have to make a DC 16.
Whatever your spellcasting.
Charisma?
is.
Okay, DC 16.
Yeah.
Alright.
Fuck off.
Yep. Her horn glows a bright white. She says, "Not in my home."
So do I still have to roll my D10?
You do.
At this point, I want something to happen because we needed a miracle.
Counterspell, counterspell.
So they wrote my 6th level spell slot.
All right. Next up, Tim and Halfred. She is going to put her claws and point them at you, and as she does, the sand beneath your feet begins to move. And she is going to cause a cloud of sand to swirl about in a 20-foot radius, column centered on a point the dragon can see within 120 feet. Immediately, each creature in the cloud must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be blinded for 1 minute. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So,
Fantastic.
Corinne,
Wow.
Tim,
Nice.
and Halfred. I'm not sure why he had. Tim and Corinne, you both, the sand just blows into your eyes. And you become unable to see anything. Alright. At that, you all hear a bellow from behind the sand curtain. And leaping through the sand curtain comes a very bloodied-looking King Hecaton. And he is roaring, "I'm not done with you yet, you beast!" And... oh, he is behind her. But he is going to make 2 greatsword attacks at the giant's back.
Oh boy. Thank
Both of which do connect.
God. Good lord, that damage.
86 total.
Why are we even here? Hecaton just do things.
All right. Kazan, you're up.
Alright. So I can act now. I'm gonna go here. Try to get out of the thing, but get my aura to where it's touching Corinne and Tim.
Okay. It is currently touching both of them.
And I am going to cast Suggestion on Orlecto. Because I need to get his ass back in the fight. I want both these giants back in the fight. My suggestion will be... Orlecto! The dragon is trying to confuse and divide your people. You must stand united with your king. You are loyal to your king.
You see him attacking that dragon. That is your focus now.
All right.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Unfortunately. Thank
Orlecto
God.
does not make the save. Orlecto glances back at you, Kazan. He says, "Yes, yes, you're right. Of course. A dragon is the ancient enemy." And he draws his sword.
Recocks it.
Yep. All right. Next up, Iymrith is going to respond to King Ekaton. She's going to do 4 claw attacks against him. All of which hit. As she just lays into him. All right. Harshnag is down, actually. He's at -11 in case anyone with healing is interested. But he is currently down. After that is the Storm Giants themselves.
No longer fighting each
No longer fighting each other. They're going to approach the giant and attempt to attack him.
Best weapon is the giant, so I turn to the pawn.
Oh.
Our best weapon is the giants and a bunch of floating rocks.
Yep.
And a wolf. The rest of us are just here getting our asses kicked.
All right. The Storm Giants are going to make 2 greatsword attacks apiece. 3 of those those attacks hit. As the 2 giants rush up and begin engaging the dragon.
Why are we even here?
Yeah.
Go get a drink.
I did have to turn the giants on.
Exactly, yeah. Our team fulfilled our purpose
Yeah.
by using Kazan.
Let's call this a win.
All right, everybody.
See ourselves out.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Kazan, do something. Well, I've done my part.
time to go home. Halfred is blinded currently.
No, I thought he made the save
Oh, did he?
for the blind, didn't he?
Yes.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay.
Made it with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Wow.
That asshole.
Yeah.
All right. Halfred will attempt. Should he do his flashing arrow? That might be useful.
Sure.
If he hits. Which he did. Oh, he actually has this. That's a 1, so. Well, he has disadvantage. That's technically. I don't know how to count that. I'll let him re-roll it, but also at disadvantage. 17 does not hit.
Does
Might-
he have to get out of the...
Yeah, he probably... No, well, yeah, he probably does. Yeah, if you move into that column... So he's actually going to move to you, Halfred, knowing that you have a thing that can help get his fear off.
Yes. Come to my circle of life.
And he's going to make his wisdom saving throw.
Who's Halfred?
Me. I am Halfred. The new Halfred.
Halfred
I
2.0.
am Legion.
I'm multiplying. I don't think it's going to help us 4 or 7.
What is your aura doing?
Giving +3 to saving throws.
Everybody gets a +3
Oh.
if they're in my aura.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Halfred is actually going
Is he
to.
supposed to have disadvantage on that saving throw?
He has disadvantage on everything while he's within line of sight of the dragon. I think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So he is actually going.
Oh, including saving throws?
I think so.
Hmm.
Let me take a look again. Oh, it's just frightened, and frightened is no, it's not. Sorry, it's not those. It's ability checks and attack rolls, so it's not saving throws.
Oh.
So he actually rolled a 12 plus 3 is a 15. I don't think you can actually help him, Kazan. That's an 18.
18.
Doesn't quite make it. Yeah. Okay, he's gonna make it that far. All right. Iymrith is going to use her wings. She's going to use one puff of her wings to do her wing attack, and all 3 of the giants that are on her have to respond to that. And they literally all fail. So these 3 giants are on her, attacking her, and she takes her wings and just blows them, and all 3 giants go flying backwards.
When they were attacking her, which body parts were they attacking?
They weren't. They were just attacking her body. You could tell them to attack a certain body part if you wanted to.
Cut off the head.
Attack the ones we've been attacking before, you idiots.
They are all knocked backwards.
Another lightning blast.
All right, Tim, your turn.
Hooray. So if I do the save against the blind, it ends my turn.
I believe so.
Okay.
End of each of his turns, yeah. You can do something that doesn't require sight.
Uh-huh.
You have a spell that requires smell.
How far away is that guy's down?
Which one?
What's his name?
Harshnag. 45 feet.
Alright. I will run over there. Within 30 feet now.
I think. Let's check. One more. Halford's flying, so you can move underneath him.
Okay. Well, I'll do that.
Okay.
And so can I do this on him? Or do I have to stabilize him first?
No, you can do healing.
Okay, I'll heal him for 25.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like that much anymore.
It does bring him back up, though.
Our goal is to keep these giants alive.
Mm-hmm. And as a bonus action, I will. Oops. Use Dawn Guard, and it's not. I don't know if you can see, but it's giving me an error when I try to click it into the chat.
Oh, yeah.
But as a bonus action, I can cause Dawn Guard to emit a wall of solid light. This wall is 50
yeah.
feet long and 1 foot thick, centered on Dawn Guard. When this is in effect, the wall acts as full cover. It disperses when I move or take an action.
Okay.
Oh, does the saving throw count as an action?
No.
Okay. So I'll do that. I'll put up the wall in front of me.
Okay.
I guess I'll protect Harshnag.
That's right.
No one else. Because
And I
gigantic
guess the
now.
rest of you.
And
Brysis is back there, too.
I still can't see her.
Oh, okay.
She's dead.
I don't have a light wall, but I do have a...
Even. Hey, I'm getting better on the throw. Still blinded.
Even with your +3? Yeah, even with your +3.
Yeah, it gives me a fun 14. Not, what is it, 23?
I can. Do you? Do you have List of Restoration as a spell? I guess you already. I'll use jump. I don't know if that,
I do.
that cures blinded. I don't know if you can still cast the spell. So I literally was like, saving these giants is more important. On my turn, I was like, I could cure their blinded, but if I can get these giants going.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I can do it next time.
That's the restoration. It's one of the specific things it does is cure blinded.
I was looking at remove curse. Come on, I guess it's not a curse. Forgot about that. Yep, I'm done.
Grin, you're up.
Okay. So I have to do my saving throws at the end of my turn
At
for
the
my
end. Yeah.
for my blindness and my frightenedness.
Yep. Although
The blindness is like negating the.
he's not. She is not.
I'm not really frightened right now.
Right.
'cause I'm
She's not in your
blind.
line of sight. Yep.
Yeah. It doesn't really. I
Yep.
don't know if it helps me because I can't see.
Being
anything.
blinded saves you from being frightened.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
I yell out, she hasn't moved.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. Like,
Still know where she is.
I've got. Can I cast like a more of an area attack, like either my wall of fire or my cloud kill? Because like my cloud kill is like a 20-foot diameter thing.
It would say like sight on there on the spell.
Oh, yeah. So I can't even cast that. This is the worst.
Yeah.
I literally can't do anything. This is
Blinded is bad.
this is the fuck. This is the worst. I have one spell that I can cast, and that is light. So
But it doesn't require sight.
yeah, everything else requires sight. So
Oh, I can't cast lesser restoration.
I
That
can't
also
do
requires
anything.
sight.
You could move. Try to move out of the swirling sand. That would be probably the best bet.
Oh, that's what's blinding me.
That's what's blinding you. Yes.
Oh, I can do
Oh, I
that.
thought it lasted for a minute.
Well, no. If you move out of it, like if you're staying in it, it's gonna keep trying to blind you.
Oh, I thought you were just like you had sand in your eye or something for a minute.
Oh no, you get to make that saving throw every on your turn.
Oh, so once I'm out of it, I'm not blinded anymore?
No, you still have to make the saving throw. It's like you're blinded, but
He's just saying if you stay in the cloud, you'd get re-blinded.
You get
every time
re-blinded,
you
yeah.
made the throw.
So I do have sand in my eyes.
you do have sand in your eyes still. Yeah.
Christ,
Okay.
Lord.
So I'm still blinded until I succeed on the saving throw.
That's correct.
Super cool. Okay. So what do I have to roll? Dex saving.
Constitution.
Constitution for the blind and wisdom for the fear.
You get a +3 to both these rolls.
You shake off the blindness, but you are still afraid.
All right.
You can now see.
Cool.
5 more steps, we'll be able to attack the dragon.
That's right. 4 more rounds, we'll be in business.
All right.
Dragons will be eating dragon thighs.
Iymrith's tail is going to lay into the wolf that has re-engaged the tail.
Yeah, your wolf's still up. Oh, balls.
Not anymore. One final tail swipe does that wolf in.
That wolf tanked so many
It
times.
did. All right. Back up to the top. Everyone who's afeared is already afeared. The lightning breath does not come back.
That would have been bad. We're all fucking lined up, too.
So instead,
That would have been so bad.
how far away is this giant? 15 feet. Instead, her maw is going to raise up and her neck's going to snake out, and she is going to bite at the giant down here. And she does connect with him, and her teeth lock in. Barasis, you are up. Oh, you're muted.
I don't even want to do anything now. Alright, well, let's have the rocks just go ahead and start pummeling her face first.
Okay.
Because they're the only things that are doing anything. For me, anyway.
I think out of the 5 of us, you're the only one that's attacked the dragon. Well, I think Halford might have shot it once.
Yeah. 22 does not hit.
Really?
We know
Which-
it's armor class.
Yeah,
thing,
you
it's
should.
23
Yeah.
does hit.
Alright, well, I'll bin luck the 22 then. And I'll probably bin luck that one too. Let's roll 90. So I'll bin luck the 22 and the 21.
You have to.
I have to roll it.
Okay.
So with the 22, so that makes it a 25. And the 21 becomes a 24.
Okay. You have to roll your. What do we determine on that? You need to roll your d10 for each of those uses to get it back
What?
for your wild magic.
I'm not using wild magic.
How many charges of bend luck do you have?
I have 11 spell points and it's 10. It's 2 per each one.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm at like 10 points.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I only have like 1. That's the last of it. So
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, I keep it up on my spell sheet.
Okay.
So
Tides of Chaos is what you're thinking of, Chris.
That is what I'm thinking of.
46 plus 2.
All right. Yeah. All right. 18 damage. The stones go pummeling into her face, Bryces, and you hear like a crack as one of them hits her in the jaw. And it looks as though her head is no longer capable of attacking.
Okay. No one we know is close to her right now, right?
Not within.
Your animals are the only things that get close.
Well, my animals are all dead.
They're all dead now.
I'm sure she'll just suck this in too, but
Fireball.
yeah, she'll
She
still take 15.
does dodge back, but she does take 15 damage as the fireball lays into her. All right.
I'm gonna also open my palm and hide in a cloud of darkness.
Okay.
She can see through it, but it makes me feel better.
That's right. Iymrith is going to raise her claw again, and the ceiling once again begins to collapse. And Tim, you think it's for a moment you think it's aiming for you, but it lands on the storm giant directly to the south of you.
Oh, need the giants.
Hit me!
Their dex is so bad.
He does make it though.
Nice.
All right, so he is actually able to dodge out of the way of those boulders.
He got a +7. Damn.
As they come falling around him.
Harshnag at a -1. Storm giants are way more nimble.
All right, Hecaton's turn. You see him emerge again from behind the curtain wall. He's going to attempt to do 2 greatsword attacks.
Wow.
The second one does not hit. The first one does. Kazan, you are up.
So that giant's not trapped, right? He made the save.
He made the save, yes.
Alright, fuck it. Let's run in there and mix it up with the dragon then. I want to actually fucking stab this thing. Iymrith, we're here for you.
And you are technically flanking her currently due to Hecaton being on the other side.
We'll take that advantage. Will a 33 hit?
It will. Are you aiming for any specific body part, or are you just aiming for her body?
What's damage now?
Her tail is the only other, besides her head, which you guys have pretty much disabled.
Yeah, the head's been disabled, and I guess we'll do the tail.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and spend a 3rd level spell slot to smite her for an extra 16 damage.
Okay.
Blunt end will crit.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? I didn't do my extra damage on the first number. I totally forgot. Shit.
All right.
So add 9 to the first damage.
Okay.
And this one, I'm going to reroll that damage. I'm just going to straight up roll 3d4 plus 7 plus 3d4 for the crit damage on the
Okay.
end. Oh my god, look at that. I'll roll
Wow.
extra damage for that. 2 crits in a row, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright. So
Kazan
that's.
is super pissed off.
Yeah, he's just very angry now.
So that is another 2d10 plus 2d10. Right. So 22 plus 14, 36.
36.
And that's all I can do. I need to add this damage up because this is fucking great. Iymrith!
Her tail.
Your tyranny ends now!
Yeah, you stab and bash at her tail, Kazan, and it looks like it's barely hanging on now. You've done some serious damage to the back end of this dragon.
I need that tail to craft a new weapon!
Blue dragon tail. It's the rarest.
Dragon tail. Next tier.
I just realized I didn't roll my 1d10 either.
No, you didn't. You should probably do that.
Oh, for fireball.
Yeah. All right. You've been rolling so many 10s.
Wow. Yeah.
Should have made it a 10.
Yep. All right. Iymrith is going to split her attacks between Kazan and Hecaton, who are both laying into her currently. Hecaton's attacks. Both of those hit.
I did 95 damage to her.
Wow.
Fuck you, Giants. I look back at them like, yeah.
They nod their head in
off.
respect. And she turns her claws to you, Kazan. Both of these are directed at you.
Sweet sassy molassy. I don't think a shield spell. Oh, nope, I can't do shit to that.
So that is, what is that, 34?
Yep, I took some chunks there.
Next up is Harshnag. He has been newly arisen. And he's going to begin running around everyone else to get at Iymrith. But he can rush to get there, but he can't actually do anything because of the dash.
Hashnag's just not-
He's trying. The two storm giants going to step to your side, Kazan. Step up with you.
Goddamn right.
And they are both going to pull out their great swords and begin attacking as well.
You know what?
Hmm.
Technically, I am concentrating on the suggestion.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should roll for that. It's a concentration spell. Yeah.
Yep,
You have to roll twice, actually, aren't you?
I do. So it's either half the damage or 10. So like it's 16 and 18.
Which is still just a 10.
DC 10 each time.
Yep.
Alright, I'm a +7 on Constitution, so
Should be alright, right?
should be alright. And I have my +3
Oh, you
also.
do, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, you're alright. Alright.
Continue, Giants. All
Wow.
right. Inspired by my thorough
That's
lash-
right. What is that middle number? I can't even count that up. 27 plus 16 is 43, I think. All right, the storm giants hack and slash at this dragon. Actually, that last one does not hit. That's a 15. That's not gonna do it.
He also critically failed.
Yeah. Halfred's up. Halfred will attempt to attack it. Does he have a? Is he still feared? Is that why he has disadvantage?
I don't know. None of us are paying attention to what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. He is going to fly to you, Kazan, and attempt to make that saving throw again. He rolled a 2 and a 4, so he's still afraid. All right. With her wings, Harshnag is going to take to the air. So it's going to bat her wings and fly up about 20 feet.
I was just about to go. I can't reach her.
And she is going to fly down here.
By the way, halflings are brave and have advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered because he rolled a 2 and a 4. So
Yeah.
regular would have been in just a 2. But okay.
He's rolled so many saving
He's rolled a
throws.
lot of saving throws. All right.
Maybe he would have remembered that. I
Maybe
don't
he
know,
would have,
but
yeah.
It's never come up, but halflings are brave.
As he flies out of Hecaton, Kazan, and Harshnag's range, you all get to make attacks of opportunity.
Hell yeah.
Plus 24. 25 or 24.
Okay. And Harshnag will hack at him as well. That hurt. She's beginning to look fairly cut up and bloodied and bruised at this point, as she now flies about 20 feet off the ground down here. Tim, you are up.
So she's still in the air right now?
Yeah, she's about 20 feet off the ground. You are 15 feet tall, though. And I don't know what your reach is. I think your reach is 10 feet.
This I did not consider.
Giant.
I guess I'll try to shield her.
Okay. Trying to knock her down.
Oh my god.
Alright, you can always roll bad.
She could,
I rolled a 3.
but she has +9, so it's unlikely.
That is unlikely. Jeez.
That was just a
Yeah,
bonus
plus-
action, though, right?
I have a +7, so
Yeah.
what a time! What a time! Yeah, that is a miss.
Nope. 24 does hit.
Well, it's a disadvantage because I'm blinded.
Oh, you're still blinded. Yeah.
What's the other? Where does it say the other roll I made? Or does it?
What's that? The Shield Master?
No, on the Dawn Strike.
It doesn't. It doesn't show disadvantage. It just shows regular.
Let me roll one more time then.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Great. All right, and I'll do it again.
Christ.
Nice.
Alright. You just lash out blindly where you presume the dragon to be, but the dragon's so big that you hit anyway.
And I'll heal Halford for 10.
Okay.
And let's roll against the blind.
Yes.
Roll.
Alright, you blink the sand out of your eyes.
Did better each time.
Alright, Corinne.
All right. So I would like to use Wall of Fire to just make a ring of fire right around the dragon. How how long exactly is this dragon? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, like,
You're just putting it right in her, right?
So it says I can make a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. So that's what I want to do because
Okay.
I don't have many other options. That is my plan.
Okay. I don't think I actually have a ring of fire. Unfortunately. Yes, I do.
Girdle of fire.
I've done it before.
Yeah,
so
you have done it before. Yeah.
probably- But am I supposed to have disadvantage when I roll that?
Damage doesn't. It doesn't affect damage.
Doesn't
Yeah.
count. Okay.
All right. I don't know exactly how wide that's supposed to be, but
Oh wait, I actually meant to do it at like a level 5, so it
Okay.
would be another 1d8 above that.
okay.
So,
Wow, you rolled.
and then I guess I'm really just like attacking her, not like a body part.
Okay. Yeah. The non-attack roll
Right.
attacks can't really be targeted that well.
Right.
All right. That is
So 40.
41.
41.
Pretty insane.
All right. Dragon will currently flying attempt to dodge that. And she will. So what is half of that?
20.
20. All right. She takes the 20 fire damage. And it stays there, right? And when did she take it? Same damage, enters the wall, or ends its turn there. All right.
Okay. And then sorry, wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Iymrith's tail is still going. It is almost disabled, but not quite. She's going to see that this storm giant to the right of you, Tim, is barely standing. And as she barrels her tail into him, he goes down.
Oh.
Damn it.
That was Namir. He's gone down. All right.
Oh boy.
Back up to the top. Barisis.
Okay. So we'll move the boulders down to smash upon her face once again.
Her face is disabled.
Oh.
You could smash against a different body part.
How about
Her tail's
the
not
wing?
looking good.
Yeah, let's do the tail then.
Tail just took down a damn giant.
Oops, I did that wrong. Three, 4.
If you push up the up arrow, it should redo your last roll.
Now you tell me these things after I type them all. / roll. Oh.
All right. None of the boulders make contact. As
There's one more. Hang
they
on.
just, oh, there's one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, there's one more.
What the heck? Why isn't it doing it? Oh, whoops. I put the space in the wrong spot. Yeah, no.
Damn, boulder.
The boulders are doing so well. They all just pound into the sand.
Okay. All my pets are dead. I don't have anything else to do.
Fireball! Alright, are you throwing that to not hit your allies, I assume.
Yep. Well, she's more than 30 feet across, so...
Yeah, exactly. She's big enough to where you can pretty much encapsulate her without hitting anybody else. Alright, you throw that fireball out. Jesus Christ. Alright. She takes all of that fire damage.
Finally fucked up a deck save.
Alright, the fire engulfs her, and she comes up out of the fireball and the ring of fire, and she glowers at you all again. Do you not understand what I am trying to do here? The giants will be destroyed. And as she says that... behind you, you hear stone collapse onto King Hecaton. And he will... which he does save. He dodges out of the way of that stone.
oh, yeah, hang on. I'll roll my 1d10.
Oh, right.
Hey, get closer.
King Hecaton will approach now, come sliding down the sand wall. You have harried us long enough, foul dragon. And he will lay into her.
Jesus.
That first one will hit.
Yeah, well.
A great gash against her stomach, and you all briefly see like innards from the inside of her chest.
We briefly see her innards.
Yep.
Hello.
Ah!
My God, she was pregnant with us.
Undead come pouring out.
That's what we call a callback, kids.
Kazan, you are up.
She's still alive.
She's not looking good at all.
Alright, I assume there's some way I can maneuver around all these giants.
Yeah. You can Halford is flying, so technically just push past, like go underneath him.
Alright, Alvin, don't spit on me. Can I...
Yeah, you can go there.
Alright, fine. Excuse me, boy.
Yep.
Dragon stabbing time. Next. 28. Iymrith.
Stabber. You see even more of her innards.
That's not
15 does not hit.
Oh dear.
17 also does not hit.
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
All right. Tim and Kazan, you being right up on her now, she is going to aim her legs at you, 2 apiece, as she just begins clawing at you.
I can see everything.
Yep. All right, Tim, here are the 2 claws coming at you.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Jesus. All right, that one hits, one of them. And
But which one?
and Kazan, here are your 2 claws.
I will take those 2 claws.
She seems desperate now as she's just clawing at you wildly.
Wow, that's almost the worst damage possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
1 and 1, 2, 1. Yeah. Like, alright, I'll take it.
Her actions are
I've at this point
becoming.
lost all of my giant hit points. I'm down to my regular hit points now.
She is acting less like regal and godlike at this point as she was trying to put on. Now she's just sort of reacting animalistic and just lashing out at you.
Fear, I see.
Harshnag's gonna push down around King Hekaton down there.
Bleed.
And neither of his attacks hit. Both
Damn it,
just
Harshnag.
glance off of her blue scales. The remaining Storm Giant is also going to attack. One of those hits. Iymrith.
Let's just assume I made my concentration saving throw.
Okay, yeah. Iymrith wheels back up now at that giant sword attack. I was trying to save you all! Don't you understand? The giants are an infection! Halfred is going to shoot some arrows.
Arrow.
Neither of which hit. They both glance off. That's close. Oh, he gets regular, actually. Well, regular would have been 13. Plus 3, 16, plus 3 is 19. Close, but not quite. Halford is still afraid. Iymrith is going to... All of you who are near her, she is going to bring back her wings and flap them at you as hard as she can. That's Tim, Kazan, Halfred, and all the giants. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Of 24?
Of 24.
All of us?
Yep. Everybody within
All
15
right.
feet.
I got this. I got a +1.
Yeah, I have to crit.
Oh, no.
That was Halfred. Nobody makes it. Everybody gets pushed back. Or no, I'm sorry, gets knocked prone.
Ugh.
And Iymrith takes to the skies again with she can fly up to half her speed. She flies up 30 feet. So she is now flapping 30 feet in the air. You all look at her and she is bloodied and scorched and she looks about to die, but she is still flapping her wings in the air. Tim, you're up.
Is resistance half?
It is.
Only took half damage a turn ago.
Hmm.
Alright. I slowly stand up.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and knock her down again.
She is about 15 feet above you, so I don't know if you can
What?
actually reach her anymore. Yeah, she's in the
I
sky.
jump and try to swat her with my shield. Can I throw blasting hammer at her?
Can you? No.
I'm not too good when things are out of my reach.
Leecher.
What did you say?
You do the leech spell.
I don't have that anymore. I guess I'll just heal everyone for 6 hit points. That's a good
Everyone
level 3
has,
spell.
have some hit points. All these giants nod in approval. 6 hit points, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
We will take those.
I guess I'm done.
All right, Corinne, I didn't do it on any of Iymrith's turns, but as she was flapping her wings and taking to the sky, your ring of fire continued to burn at her. Will you roll it again, please? Well, she was not in it now, but she was when she left up with her wings.
Okay.
How much damage is that? 15 plus 8 is 23.
Mm-hmm. So half that's 11.
Half of that is 11. Okay. Iymrith, as she flaps her wings, you see your fire just boil the cuts that are on the underside of her stomach that everyone has been doing, and she is barely standing or flying in the sky. And she looks at you, Karun, and she says, "You are of my blood, Dragonborn. You would not kill your progenitor."
Oh, okay. This is after you like blinded me and frightened me and like tried to murder everyone here. I think this is justified.
I am your master.
No, not anymore. Let's see. I'll cast chromatic orb at her wings.
Okay.
With acid damage. And let's see. I'll again, this isn't set up properly, but I will roll it at. I'll use a level 4 spell slot for that. Oh wait, maybe this is
14 does not hit. Goes flying wide. Iymrith.
We disabled a tail by now, didn't we?
Not quite. You guys haven't actually attacked the tail in a long time. And that
Been
tail,
hanging on for dear life for like 4 rounds.
yeah, that tail is gonna come down on you, Kazan, because you mentioned it.
Fuck you, DM. God damn it. Oh boy, I'm getting blasted here.
Because you're a giant, you don't actually have to make that roll, but. Okay, back up to the top. Bryces, you're up.
Okay. Okay, guess I'll just do this. Boom.
All right. Bryces, your fireball begins to launch at her, and Bryce's Iymrith glares at you all. And you see in that last instant a fear in her eyes. And she looks once more down at you all, and she says, "I was trying to save them all," as the fireball hits her and erupts, and it engulfs her body completely. And when the fires disperse, a falling dragon corpse hits the sand with a puff, and she lays dead.
I'm going back to the gold pile.
GG, everyone.
Iymrith falls into the flaming circle, and her corpse catches on fire. Tim and Kazan, you do note now that she's laying on the ground and you're not like engaged in combat with her.
We're within melee distance.
The Coralnor scepter that was around Cerisa's neck is currently around Iymrith's horn. She has like placed it on her horn almost as like a crown.
Yoink.
Yeah.
Or rather, I'll just tell Hecaton. I'm sure. I don't even know.
Yeah, if you tell Hecaton, he grabs it. And he looks at you all and he says, we must get back to my daughter. Are you all ready to leave?
I look around for Bryce's.
She's still just piling up gold coins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
All of my pockets are heavily laden down with
Whatever gold you can
much
grab.
gold as I could carry.
So Harshnag was knocked unconscious, right? And like.
He was, but he's back up now. He got healed by
he's back
10.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What about?
One of the giants
yeah,
got
Felgalos. We never did find Felgalos.
You never found Felgalos.
Oh shit.
But
Sucks.
He comes limping around the corner.
Hecaton pulls one of the concept teleportations from his belt, and he blows it and brings you all back to the maelstrom. He rushes away quickly when he does that. But he brings you very shortly, in short order, into the throne room of the maelstrom. Are you guys all there? I think.
Mhm.
Right-sized again.
Yes. Let's presume some time has passed between then and now. As he uses the scepter to heal Sarisa, he brings you all into the throne room, and as you stand there, he says, I must thank you all. Without you, I would still be in the hull of that ship, and that foul dragoness would still be manipulating and corrupting all of giant kind. But because of your intervention, my daughter is restored. And he motions to Sarisa, who's now sitting in the seat that Iymrith once occupied. Says, Iymrith is gone, and in her place at my right hand, Sarisa will sit, where she will learn to rule, for the day will come when she must rightfully take my place on the throne. Says her first lesson will be how to handle traitors, as we deal with the rogue giant lords, including Countess Ansuri, who you have dealt with before. After that, I will follow the lesson you all have taught me. Giants and small folk can work together to create a better world free from the tyranny of dragons. And what will you all do now?
Disneyland.
We'll go to Disneyland. He offers to send you wherever you want to go. He says he would offer you a prince's sum of gold and jewels. However, he's been cleaned out. It appears some thieves have taken the vast majority of their treasure.
Those bastards.
So he has nothing to offer.
He knows where he can get a new one.
Yeah. He offers
about 10 pockets full of gold.
Right.
We'll take an IOU.
That's right. He offers to send you wherever you want to go, individually or together.
I feel like I would go pick up Atalia. Like, literally do like the X-Men thing where it's like, you can't hold her, this is a psychic problem. And she's in a psychic facility.
Alright.
And then go back to the monastery and
Okay.
check on that team that I had rebuild that monastery.
Kazan, yeah, as you, okay, you get word back to as you're traveling, you get back to the, Harper's Tower, where you reconnect with Atalia. When you get there, you get word back that the reconstruction efforts on the Mind's Eye Monastery are underway, but that the workers that you hired want more money to continue the efforts. So
money.
you'll either need to address that personally or send more money. When you go to visit Atalia, she offers her help. She doesn't necessarily show you remorse. Yeah, you have lots of money. She doesn't necessarily show remorse, but she says that she's come around to believing that it's in the best interest of those with psychic abilities to have a place like the monastery. And she offers to serve the monastery in whatever way you deem most appropriate.
She's the defense of the dark arts now.
That's right. She's been there. She's seen it.
Yep.
Um,
I spend my time finding new recruits and then researching the Kraken.
oh right, yeah, the Kraken's still out there.
Yep.
Bryces, when you wherever you choose to get sent, I'm not sure where you'd want to go. Back to a major city, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
assuming I'd go to Waterdeep. I'm sure my mistress has many questions.
Yeah. Okay. You get back to Waterdeep, and before you can even begin to plan a trip back to your home, you discover that you don't have to go very far, as your mother is already in Waterdeep, having already moved forward with your proposed expansion. She tells you that she has partnered with a friend of yours from there, one Miri Greycastle, who has helped her get established in the city.
There's lots of like licenses and.
That's right. It's there's a lot of bureaucracy.
Fire marshal. I mean.
Yep.
And I just hand her my cloak, which is really heavy. Like
with gold coins.
I literally stuffed every pocket I had full of coins.
Yeah. As your mother can't be in two places at once, she asks if you would be willing to run this arm of the gambling operation in Waterdeep while she returns back to Baldur's Gate.
Gladly, because then I can keep up with the frickin' Zentarum there too.
Yeah, as you root out the rest of them.
Now
Corinne.
Legit.
Yeah. Corinne, now free of the corruption and control of the ancient Blue Dragon's influence, your Blue Dragon tribe is free to choose its own fate, no longer controlled or manipulated by her. However, you find that because you have taken both the martial and spiritual powers from the two leaders, you are now pretty much the sole leader of the entire Blue Dragonborn tribe. You consider both the spiritual and martial leader, and they look to you on how to proceed.
Oh. That's a lot.
You have inadvertently become king of the Blue Dragons. Or queen, sorry. Queen of the Blue Dragons.
Be a duchess.
Yeah.
Rather be a duchy.
I mean, I think at this point we're just trying to, like, rebuild, because I think we lost a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of Dragonborn. So we're just trying to
fornicate
this time.
recuperate.
I command you.
and like, live peacefully now and try to get like our economy back on track.
Okay. You take an economic approach. We need a Bureau of Economics first and foremost.
We need stronger borders.
All right, Tim. When you get back to the civilization, you pretty much have a new lease on life now. You are fairly certain that wielding both Dawn Guard and Dawn Strike can secure you a place of honor in the Church of Lathander itself. As your memories return, as you gathered those, you're fairly certain that these are important artifacts of that faith.
Heck yeah.
But you also, upon returning to civilization, begin hearing stories coming out of villages surrounding the high forest of strange wooden men who have been spotted wandering seemingly aimlessly and without a purpose or destination. And these stories sort of strike a chord.
God damn it.
You can be the only one. Highlander style.
Dawnguard will put it into this.
Kill them and take their power for yourself.
One at a time. There could be only one. Sliced. Okay. Is that how you handle that situation too?
It is not. I think I will hunt these things down, my fellow wooden creature men, and I guess gather them up and teach them the ways of Lathander and build a settlement for them and
The
a little community.
constructs of Lathander.
That's right. The Wooden Men of Lathander becomes a
Mm-hmm.
a sect of the religion.
We'll spread the word that we don't need to sleep or eat or drink. Fear us. We're always watching.
Mark.
Tim becomes the villain of the next campaign. Lathander or die. Slice.
I'll do all that except for the last part.
Okay. Except for the campaign of violence. All right.
Tim's pretty weird, but he's not.
He's not. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Out of Halfred, you all, as you all sort of part ways to go do your individual things, he tells you that he has received word from his master, Woos Wayne, which will never that
got
name
less stupid.
every time. He got word from his master that the stone that he was back in the Shire and back in their Shire fighting off the stone giants, but that all of a
All
sudden,
halflings live in shires.
well, his do.
How
It's the
racist
most-
of you, DM?
It's the most stereotypical shire you've ever seen.
This is Raymond's backstory. You pick it up with him.
But he does live in the Shire.
He does
right?
live in the Shire. He gets word that they had been fighting off these stone giants for weeks, but that all of a sudden the stone giants retreated back underground. And that Woos Brain
So stupid.
it's
So stupid.
it's the W. The BW is
Yeah.
never not dumb.
Not-
He requests his presence back in the Shire to rebuild and to continue the adventuring efforts of the Wombat Man. Harshnag, feeling a connection to Halford, does go with him, and that is the last
They have
question.
7 children.
Question mark. Last you see of those two. Yeah. It is an improbable romance. Due to the size. It can happen. You do all, weeks and weeks later, you do all hear stories of a bronze dragon flying out of the desert.
Oh yeah.
But it's unclear what...
Bent on revenge.
I will not doubt.
I will kill them all. They left me for dead.
That's kind of weird. He just never saw him again.
All right. We can do experience if you guys want, but safe to say you guys hit 12. You killed an ancient dragon and finished that quest.
My character sheet is set on giant forever.
That's right.
There's
It
no
is-
going back.
There's no going back. All right.
So are you still doing a recap episode?
I'm doing a recap episode next week. Yes, we will
Okay.
do a full recap where we walk through all of this. You guys can ask any questions you want, whatever you want to do. But I'll just show you everything Everything that you skipped in the giant dungeons. All right. Well, that will do it for Storm King's Thunder. Congratulations, everybody. You won.
Hooray.
Yay.
All right. Thank you to Eric, Heather, Reese, Rochelle, and Raymond. I'm Chris. We're here doing D&D 5th Edition Storm King's Thunder every week. We will see you next time for a recap. Not a real session. They beat the real session. Storm King's Thunder every week. We will see you next time for a recap. Not a real session. They beat the